you want to know my opinion on what I think, just keep on watching. Hey guys, what's good? It's your girl Nisi here and I'm back with another video. In today's video, as you already know by the title, we're going to be talking about this girl who's trending on TikTok. So she's 26 years old and she has basically 7 kids, but she's like, yeah, I'm a mother of 6.5 kids. So she's come on TikTok and she's just basically saying, yo, I'm a mom of 6, this is what I do. And if you see the state of her kitchen, woo, Nene would have a fit.
I was shocked, honey. I was in tears almost. And it has a white refrigerator. I was like, oh, not a white refrigerator. Girl, please put your shoes on. Let's go find you a home, honey. Ooh, Lord.
You know, she's got the white counters. At least she hasn't got the white refrigerator, but yeah, she's got the white counters. And when I say they're not, yeah, you can't even say they're dirty, they're filthy. And it's just like, why would you come on camera like this? This is like me coming on camera now and the background's all dirty. And it's just like, so I swear some people just do this on purpose just so they'll trend and go viral. Like, a lot of them, they know what they're doing. But yeah, I'm gonna roll the clip and I will be back with my commentary.
Some of y'all just can't help it but to be mad at the next person and what they doing with their life. Baby, yes, I'm 26 with 6 kids and I'm doing the damn thing. I get up every day and make sure I do something productive around my house. I make sure that my kids see me cleaning up. I make sure that they do their part while they cleaning up. I used to think that everybody was right when they used to tell me, oh, why you got so many kids so young? It's gonna mess up your life. But baby, look, this is my life and I gotta deal with it. I ain't mad at the life that I chose. I chose it and I'm gonna do what I gotta do to provide for my kids the best way I can. And please don't get into me washing my mop in the sink. This is how I do it. This is how I see my people do it back in the day. And yes, I used to have a mop bucket. The kids broken and that's just, I gotta do what I gotta do.
Yeah guys, so you just seen that clip. For me, it was the mop in the sink. Like, I don't care if you've not got a, you know, the mop bucket. Get some Dettol, get some bleach, spray it up, or you know what I mean, get a little jug, throw that on there, not in your sink. Like, at least maybe do it in the bath, but like your plates, your cutlery, go in the sink. Like, why would you want to mix that with a mop that's cleaning the floors? Like, obviously she's saying that's how her mama did it, her grandma, what, the same people that are not in your life now. Because basically she said the reason why she's got all these kids is because she didn't really have like that love growing up. She got shot when she was 14 years old and then she had her first child when she was 15. So obviously she's grown up in, like, you know, basically the hood, the ghetto, whatever you want to call it. But yeah, like, that ain't it. Obviously people have popped off and, you know, she's hollered at people to help her. So I'm gonna roll this next clip because old teacher of hers sent her some, you know, cleaning stuff. So she must have obviously been a good student and that in the past, and one of her teachers has thought, you know what, I'm gonna send loads of stuff. But again, why have all these kids if you can't afford the basic everyday essentials?
I just want to say thank you so much to my middle school teacher who came and brought me this stuff so I could get the cleaning. And I absolutely thank y'all for y'all positive comments, and I thank y'all for y'all negative comments. I'm just a 26-year-old that's trying to give her kids the life she never had. You know, nobody knows my story. I'm not going to go around making anybody feel sorry for me. But what I will do is put my big girl pants on and move forward. I don't ever put my problems on nobody else because they not their problems. They my problems. I always took accountability for everything that I've done. My kids, my life, everything. And I've made the best of my book by its cover because I'm out here making something out of nothing sometimes. And I'm happy. As long as my kids happy and they smiling, that's what makes me smile inside. Every day I wake up, I'm grateful for the life that I have because I got shot when I was 14 years old. I don't know if I even would have been here to have kids. So that's why I have so many kids. My kids are my family.
Oh, you already did it around me?
Yeah man, shout out to her teacher and anyone that's helped this young girl. So she's got multiple baby daddies, but the one that she's currently with, that she's having the baby to, he is in the household with her, so obviously he's helping her. Obviously this is giving the whole Jenkins family, the resilient Jenkins family. I've done a video on them. This is the latest one. I've got like 3 videos on my channel about them, but yeah, do check them out. I'll link it at the end of this video also. But yeah, she cleaned the hell out of that kitchen, and it's just like, why couldn't you have done that before coming onto TikTok? Like, so this is what I mean. I feel like sometimes they do it on purpose. You know what I mean? Anytime you're on camera, trust me, people are looking in the background, they're peeping you, they're looking at you, you know what I mean? So if you've not got yourself together, trust me, people are going to gather you up and read you in the comments, and that's exactly what they've done with this young girl.
Hello, I just want to address something. I see that there's a creator who's made 20. The thing that pisses me off about situations like this is it just seems to always happen to black women. Black women are always being scrutinized, and people know this. That's the thing. Our own community knows this. Y'all decide to further scrutinize black mothers, and it just doesn't make sense to me. I can understand everyone being disappointed or feeling some type of way about the situation that she did bring her children into, but at the end of the day, there's nothing that we can do about it. From what she shows us, she takes care of the kids. She says it herself. She gets up and she tries to do something productive every day in her house. She has a father figure around for the children. So from what I see, from what she presents on TikTok, the kids are in good hands. You can tell that she cares about her kids. I'm sorry I keep licking my lips. I just woke up. But the point that I'm trying to make is people are like literally scrutinizing this woman for the situation that she's in. I don't understand why people try to like validate their disrespect to this mother by saying, oh, well, those kids are in a fucked up situation or whatever, or she did this and she did that, she had a fucked up life, it's not our fault that nobody showed you the right way, whatever the case may be. That changes nothing. That helps nothing. That just furthers the divide that is already in our community. And, like, I could see if it was constructive criticism, like, in some of the comments on the videos, for example, like, people were telling her that she needed to wipe down her cabinets. What happened? So she said her middle school teacher brought her some cleaning supplies, and she made a video cleaning her cabinets. Now, that's constructive criticism. But people literally bashing her and talking down on her, that does nothing but further the issue. Y'all aren't doing anything to better this lady, and I don't understand what the point of providing or giving hate to somebody who you feel is already in a fucked up situation. Like, how does that change this woman's perspective? Y'all commenting, y'all feel as though people should be married or whatever the case may be, how y'all feel, that literally does nothing for this woman. If y'all want to really be productive for our community, because y'all say, oh, we don't want to keep continuing these cycles, let's not keep continuing these cycles, or they're making us look bad or whatever, she's fitting the stereotypes, whatever the case may be, what the fuck are y'all doing to help? Some people don't grow up with the same models that you do. Like somebody said in the comments, not our fault that her people didn't show her the right way. Okay, well, if you are able to comment something hateful and distasteful about her life that's already, you feel is already fucked up, then why can't you just either just leave it the fuck alone, or do something that she feel would benefit this woman, or at least help her, leave a tip or whatever the case may be. Don't be sitting here spewing hate. Like, that shit is so fucking annoying. I don't understand that shit.
Yeah, I liked what she said. Yeah, told no lies. Again, black women, we're always getting dragged for something. So we already know a black woman, not married, got a bunch of kids, a bunch of baby fat. Like, it's the same story. And this is why I recently did the whole video with the 21 and no kids. Check it out. I've done a video on that. But yeah, so that's why I didn't get like girls that don't have kids out of wedlock or at 21 or have kids or who are just child free. Why were they getting dragged so much? Like, this is what I mean. TikTok be flippy floppy. It's like when you have a bag of kids, they don't like you, and when you're child free, they don't like you. It's like, But yeah, like she said, don't send no hate to this girl. Like, it's not going to help the situation. We just obviously want her to do better. We need to do better as a community. But yeah, it's just when they come online, it's just that same story. Different baby mom, different baby father. You know what I mean? But yeah, just do better. Like, she has no reason to be pregnant now. Like, you already have 6. And when I first heard this, I was like, has she been having like kids from 19 just back to back? But no, she had her first child when she was 15. And even her coming out saying that, you know, she got pow-powed when she was 14. It's like, what the, you know what I mean? Like, she's got a lot of trauma, she's got a lot of issues, and I feel like even after she had her first child, no more, like, she should have just stopped. she says obviously she loves the love that she gets from her kids. Like, people have kids for different reasons, innit? Like, trust me, I get it. Like, I've lost a child, she's lost a child also. I think with this last one it was meant to be twins, but sadly she lost one. And even when I had a child after the one I lost, well, for me it was to be a mum again, because I had no other kids at the time. And yeah, it's just that love. Like, there's nothing better than being a mum if you're into that, innit? It's not for everyone, but I love being a mum. But 6 kids, it's just like just the back to back. And I've seen her kids, I'm not gonna show them on here. They're beautiful, like, you know how they look, but they could look better. You know what I mean? You can tell they've not got the best of the best. And that's what we want for our kids, you know what I mean? We want them to have a good life experience. And it just seems like she's struggling, as you can see in her videos, and the kids, you know, they've got that struggle look. And I'm sure they've not got like a 5 or 6 bedroom house, even though there's 6 of them. So then the siblings sharing and things like that, and maybe the eldest sibling is looking after the youngest, you know what I mean? So it's little things like that.
Getting online with a filthy ass house with a boatload of fucking kids, being a horrible ass parent, is the new way to come up. I just saw that young girl that's 26 with 6 kids and one on the way. And I remember that white lady that had all them damn kids and they were sleeping on the kitchen floor. I'm so fucking disgusted. I come from that. I was born into that. And to see all these fucking adults online justifying this shit and saying don't judge is bullshit. Nobody talks about how traumatizing that shit is to the kid. I was born on the south side of Chicago. And when I tell you I was born at below poverty, okay? We didn't have floors. We had fucking dirt as floors, okay? We didn't have doors. We had a kitchenette with 2 fucking small rooms, all right? I lived with fucking rats and rodents crawling on me my whole fucking childhood, okay? We were so poor that we didn't have a wash machine. We would wash our clothes in the tub and dry our clothes in the fucking oven, all right? It was times when we didn't have running water. The house was so fucking filthy, it looked like it was abandoned, okay? Coming home to no lights, going to school dirty and hungry. I know what that shit feels like. And for y'all to be sitting up here talking about some don't judge, y'all are fucking horrible people, man. Kids are not put here to heal your trauma. Kids are not put here to fucking suffer. You can only blame your childhood to a certain degree. Once you become an adult and you know better and you keep making the same fucking mistakes, it's something wrong. And I'm blaming both the men and the women, because the men that's in the back door sleeping with these women that they know have problems and self-esteem and daddy issues, getting them pregnant and waltzing off, and she's stuck with all these fucking kids because she don't know what the fuck. She don't even know how to love herself, so she's having kids to love her. That's trauma. It was times when my childhood was so fucking hard. It was times when I did feel like, why did you even have me? You growing up, you're not being loved properly. You're not being taken care of. You go into adulthood with no fucking support, no way to run, nowhere to go, no nothing. You in this world just trying to figure out everything on your fucking own. There is no way possible you should be okay with having those many kids living like that. Get online, being a fucked up parent. Next thing you know, you got an Amazon wish list. Everybody in the comments, don't judge what you need. I give you what you need. You motherfuckers that's saying don't judge is simply the ones that's doing this shit, or you just want to feel more superior, to look down on people, because in life that's what people want to do. They want to feel more superior. It makes you feel good about yourself when you feel superior, and when you can look down on somebody and say, oh, she's doing horrible, I'll help you, I'll send you what you need, because you want to see the fucking chaos unfold, because low-key your shit ain't in order neither. I'ma always speak up for the kids. You talking about couldn't even get a good bed to sleep in. Slept in a motherfucking bed with springs sticking out of it and scratching you up every night. You going to bed with all these fucking bruises and scratches on you. Going to school hungry, dirty, stinky, being teased. Come on now. And the sad part is those kids are going to grow up creating that same cycle. 9 out of 10, most of them are. Because a lot of them don't have the mental capacity to even make it out of that. Y'all just gonna keep having kids telling us, I'm looking for somebody to love you. Stop having fucking kids and heal. Kids are not put here to heal your trauma. I really wish people understood that.
Yes. Oh my gosh, I loved her response. She's living proof. She said, yo, I'm one of them kids. She had a life similar to what her kids are having. No lies, like, that's her life story, and that's how it is. Like, when the kids finally grow up, sometimes they're like, I'm not having kids because of what I went through as a youth. And it's just sad, because, you know, when you're a child, you want your parents to give you the best start. So, you know, nice house, good school, savings, holidays, doing like sports activities, you know, extra curriculum and things like that. But it's just sad, like she said, they didn't even have like flooring. You know, she was with the rats, the cockroaches. She was just on a spring mattress. They even have a full-on bed. You know, when you look in some of these like room makeovers and the kids have got such a huge room, it's like their favorite color. You know, keep pictures on the wall. The way that woman just described her childhood is just so sad. I literally watching it and doing this research for this video, it's bringing tears to my eyes that even now in big 2025 people are still living in this. She said we grew up below the poverty line. You know what I mean? There's poor, there's poverty, there's broke, and then there's so many people that are underneath the poverty line. It's just sad. But again, like, yeah, people stop being for the nice people in the comments glorifying this. I'm like, oh, she's doing the best. She needs to stop having kids. That would be the best thing to start here. You know what I mean? Especially because she lost a child. I feel like this is it. Like with me, with my last son has the sickle cell trait. I also have it. But out of my 4 kids, he's the only one that has it. So for me, that's a sign from the universe. Like, yo, no more kids. You know what I mean? Because I do struggle in life because of my sickle cell trait. So I know my son might have a hard life. Obviously, there's more research, there's more things now out there for people that have sickle cell. But still, compared to his siblings, he's going to struggle more than them. So I feel like with her, this should be the last light. And that's what a lot of people are saying. When are you going to stop? Are you going to stop up when you've got 8 kids, 9? Like, when does it stop?
26 with 6 kids, and you stupid clowns are in the comment section saying stuff like, she just doing the best she can. The best she could do was keep her legs closed when she ain't got a pot to piss in, yet she on baby number 7 right now. She would have had 8. Unfortunately, she lost 1. But at this point, she's procreating and having kids like emotional support dogs, right? Like, I heard her video where she explained the reason why she keep having all these kids, and it came down to her needing somebody to love her. I want to give y'all the biggest news awakening. These kids are not dumb. And those days of you simply being a parent, being enough for them to love you and stay in touch with you, stay involved with you, take care of you when you get old, it ain't happening. It ain't happening. These kids are getting older now, and they seeing y'all for who you are, right? When they think back about how terrible their life was growing up, how poor they were, how much they struggled, and then they remember that the reason why all of that happened is because my stupid mama wouldn't stop having kids, even though she knew she couldn't take care of the ones she already had. It's my mama's fault that I'm here struggling the way I am. It's my mama's fault that I was put here with no head start on life. Not only not a head start, put me behind the 8 ball, right? So I had to struggle just to even get ahead to catch up with the regular kids. All because of my mama's poor decision making. And then y'all got the audacity to fix y'all mouth to worry about childless people and what we gonna do when we get old. Y'all need to start worrying about what you gonna do when you get old. What's gonna be your plan B? Because a lot of y'all kids are gonna move out of y'all city. They ain't gonna have no contact with you, and they ain't gonna want to have nothing to do with you. And you ain't gonna have no plan B. You ain't gonna have nobody to take care of you when you get older, because they gonna remember you could barely take care of them when they was children. You brought them onto this earth to struggle. You brought them here so that they could suffer with you. And then when you get old, you think that they supposed to be the one to try to save you. No, it's not working like that. The kids ain't buying it no more, right? They see how stupid their parents are. They see how negligent their parents were. And it ain't gonna be good enough that you was their mama and you put a roof over their head and you fed them. That was the least you could do. And half of y'all, you ain't even really doing that because it's government assistance that's helping you do all of that, right? That woman, you can tell that's a government assistance place that she living in, and she can't even keep the cabinets clean, can't keep the appliances clean. You at home all day, and you so stressed with all of them kids, you somewhere yelling to get them from downstairs because you don't want to walk your lazy self upstairs to get them down, right? But yet you still popping them out. You can tell in your videos that you stressed. You stressed, but you still popping them out because you're stupid. And y'all can take this video however you want to, but I'm not glorifying those 26-year-old getting on here with 6 kids and thinking that this get ready to be her come up, right? She ain't gonna be no different than Grip Baby, right? We're gonna figure out that it ain't just her poor decision making on having kids. Her whole life is complete chaos, right? She probably just as messy and just as jacked up as Grip Baby, right? But the time will tell as she get more clout on TikTok, because I'm sure y'all will build her platform up like y'all do most people who dysfunctional, because y'all love to watch somebody whose life is worse than yours to make you feel better about your poor decision making. But that's my 2 cents on it.
I really like my girl. I use her clips a lot in my videos. She's in the 21 and no kids video, and yeah, she told no lies once again. You know what I mean? A lot of people don't like her, but she stays on people's necks and she tells the truth. First of all, how could you call people you stupid clowns in the comments? Oh, she doing the best she could do. No, a person like me is doing the best. You know what I mean? Like me and my partner, we didn't have like basically anything. Like once we became adults, you know, our parents didn't like take us out, you know, holidays, have money for us, etc. I've got money for my kids. I've got life insurance. They get to and from school in a nice car. I grew up, I had to walk everywhere. Their dad, he's just recently got some property and land in their name, so God forbid if he passes, that, you know, them stuff will go to them once they're old enough. Again, she told no lies. Like, you know what I mean? It'd be one thing having 6 kids and your kids are patterned, but no, you're struggling. The fact that you can't even keep your kitchen clean, it says a lot about you, innit? But yeah, I liked a lot what she said at the end. Some people always love the fuckery just because their life's a mess, but someone's worse than them. You know what I mean? I get it, she loves her kids, but you can't be in the comments but like, oh, she's doing the best she can. It's not good enough. You know, when you get an F in a test and your parents are like, oh, what happened with this low grade? You're like, I did the best. No. I'm doing the best I can do. All those stuff I just listed. Is that going to be everyone's goal? Of course not. But, you know, she's just like, I take them out. You know what I mean? She's productive with them. Yeah, you're supposed to do that. Like, you're a mum. I do that. You know what I mean? Like, there's nothing, you know what I mean, out of the extraordinary, like, you know what I mean. And the thing when you've got bare kids, yeah, even me, even though I've got like only 4, it is hard to spend time with each one, like, and then because we're not all at different ages as well, it's just hard to spend like individual time with one, you know what I mean. So my youngest, he's 2, he's about to start full-time in nursery school, so that will give me more time to spend with the older ones. But when they're all together, it is hard to. And then they've got different homeworks, like it's a lot, and I've only got 4, so I can't imagine her with about to be 7. You know, when the new baby comes, that's stressful. You're not getting the right amount of sleep, you're not being able to like cook all the time or clean like you used to. Like, yo, motherhood is not for the weak. I love it, but yo, the more kids, the more, you know what I mean.
So my cousin's a social worker, and I'm about to tell you something very, very disturbing. She told me the number one cause of the kids being taken away is not because the parents essay the kids. It's not because a cousin essayed the kids or an uncle essayed the kids or an auntie essayed the kids. Right now, what's going on, and it's been happening for a couple years, and it's so disturbing, y'all. But the kids are doing it with their siblings, especially in the South. She is a social worker in the South. She said in the South, a lot of these women are having a lot of kids, and the kids are getting each other impregnated. Like, the kids are touching their little siblings and stuff like that, because when puberty hit, it be 4 people in the room because there's no space. They having all these kids and they don't even have enough money to get a big old house or nothing. Like, they not giving them their own room. It's teenagers in the room with little kids. And when puberty happens and things start stimulating, they start looking at their siblings like, oh, this is my girlfriend. This is my boyfriend. So y'all want to be having all these kids and y'all don't even have no money for them. Like, if you got a lot of kids and each kid got their own room, cool. But you got all these kids and they sleeping on top of each other, ain't no space. What do you think is going to happen? They're going to start looking at their siblings like, this is my girlfriend, this is my boyfriend. Hello? And like, when she told me that, she said that's the reason why this is going down. She lives in South Carolina. And she said North Carolina, South Carolina, a lot of places in the South,
that's going down. It's a lot of incest. So before y'all think about having kids, y'all need to think about y'all finances. Do y'all got space for these kids?
Ooh. Was she stating facts or what? And the fact that her sister works in the system. I know someone that's a social worker, and yeah, it's a lot of stuff like that. That's obviously, usually it's like the abuse, the father being abusive, but a lot of reasons like that as well, that the kids get taken out. Again, they're in bunk beds or even just beds sharing each other, you know what I mean? Head to toe kind of thing. But once puberty kicks in, you know, boys are feeling all aroused, girls, you know, their breast periods are coming in. It is like, even in the UK, there's a law. Once your kids, it's changed recently. I think once like 15, they can't share a room anymore. Again, because of reasons like that, like they start touching and feeling each other. But yeah, obviously with the housing crisis, like it's a lot. Like even with me, I'm in a 2-bed. I need a 3-bed. My son, he sleeps on his own, and my daughter sleeps in my room with the younger brother, but we're all like in separate like places, because yeah, a lot of that touchy-feely stuff happens. And then when the girl gets pregnant, and you know what I mean, the mum wants to know by who, it's by a brother, like as if as if you don't need any more stress. Like, can you imagine? Like, and then that kid's most likely gonna come out with disabilities because, you know what I mean, because of the genes. Like, but again, straight facts, like stop having these kids if you can't afford it and you've not got a house big enough.
Get the fuck up. Get up. Get up right now, go look for your school clothes.
So Miss Mam is 26 with 6 kids, and she thinks it's a great idea to her swearing at them. The living conditions that her kids have to endure is actually very crazy. From the dirty walls, dirty stove, filthy floor, plates being left in the room overnight, the house is in complete disarray. Thinking about it makes me itch. Not to mention she has another kid on the way. The girl can't even afford to put up curtains, much less look after another child. The audacity. Her excuse for ending up in this predicament is that she grew up with no love and she's out searching for love. That's why she keeps popping out these babies. However, I think she's incredibly selfish. Instead of seeking therapy to sort out her child trauma issues, she's then popping kids out and leading that trauma back to them rather than resolving it. What she needs to do is seek therapy and focus on creating a space that is conducive to her children's well-being. When will this end? When is she going to say enough is enough? And shame on you lot for enabling her and saying that she's doing the best that she can. Her children are literally suffering right in front of our eyes, all in the name of clout. God's sakes.
Yeah, man. Coming from a British black girl, yeah. Told no lies, you know what I mean? I was gonna say she was doing a bit much, you know. Again, people know how to trend on TikTok, innit? They'll do something and then they'll have their in-stitch coming. Her swearing at that, she probably does swear at them like that, but at the same time, why are you recording yourself talking like, you know what I mean? Because you know people are going to drag you for that. So as much as she's like, people need to stay out my comments, you're putting, you know what I mean? You're putting yourself out there. Like, what do you think you're going to get back? Like, even with me doing YouTube, sometimes I get good comments, sometimes I get, it comes with it. It is what it is. If you're putting yourself out on the internet, welcome. You've got to welcome everything. But yeah, again, she told no lies. You know what I mean? Like, she's swearing at the kids saying, go and look for your uniform. Why is their uniform not like laid out? Like, I lay my kids' uniform out in the morning. They know what to do. Go toilet, brush your teeth. You know what I mean? Get ready. Your uniform's there. Organisation, you know what I mean? And I wonder what her baby father's like, because, you know, with the Resilient Jenkins, we all know her baby dad was a deadbeat. Like, he didn't do anything but pay the PS4. That was his 9 to 5. She was cooking, cleaning, doing, you know what I mean, getting the kids ready, you know what I mean? But yeah, again, she told no lies.
I'm 23 with 6 kids, and y'all know how I look. Good morning, lovies. I'm literally just waking up in bed. But I have something to say. Can y'all please leave Mama Beanie alone? There is no say. Can y'all please leave Mama Beanie alone? There is no reason why. I'm in bed. Everybody's still sleeping. I'm in bed. It's only been like 10 minutes. I read a little piece of my Bible on the Bible app, and I'm scrolling through TikTok, and there's almost every video on my For You page is people talking about Mama Beanie. Why? Why is y'all talking about her? Why wouldn't y'all not leave her alone? This is ridiculous. And I know the vast majority of my following is black women, and I love that for me. I love you guys. However, it's a vast majority of black women that does nothing but bash other black women, and I just don't understand. Mama beating on this app confessing that she confessing her trauma and all the things she's dealt with or whatever. And she also asked for tips and tricks on how to become, better or whatnot. And y'all been critiquing her. Clean your kitchen, clean the cabinets, and blah, blah, blah. This year, did she not do that, though? She's doing everything everyone's telling her to do, but yet y'all still finding a reason to be disgusting to her. I don't get it. 26 with 6 kids. Me, personally, I don't see a problem with that as long as they're taken care of, as long as they're happy in a positive household. I'm 23 with 6 kids, but I'm married. I have a healthy household. I don't see a problem with that. Y'all don't know what God had in store for Mama Beanie. Maybe this is her call. Maybe, like she said, her kids saved her. She needed them. Has anybody considered her mental health? I'm curious. You guys are sitting here talking about how she's, bad at this and bad at that. She got 6 kids. Do you not know these videos y'all are making is making it worse? Probably, maybe. Has nobody considered her mental health, at all? You just thought, oh, this is a golden ticket to get clout on somebody. Asking y'all to please just leave her alone, because for the sake of her mental health, all of these videos got to be detrimental in a way. And she's pregnant. She's pregnant right now, and she already has 6 kids. Please leave her alone. The thing I noticed, I'm not trying to make this about me. I'm 23 with 6 kids, and I only seen 3 videos of bashing me. Don't make none about me. I ain't saying go make none. But what I'm trying to say is, it's like a trend of y'all bashing her. I've been on this app for about 7-8 months consistently, and I've definitely grew tremendously. However, she just got on this app making content, and I feel like a lot of y'all see that, oh, it's the thing to bash them out with 26 with 6 kids. It's like y'all doing it for a trend, because majority of the videos that I'm seeing, y'all not even saying nothing for real. Y'all not saying nothing for real. Y'all saying exactly what the last person said, like you wrote it down just to say it, just so you can get clout somehow. Leave her alone. Please just leave her alone, because this is ridiculous. Please think about, if you don't want to leave her alone, think about the kids. Think about her mental health, because she is pregnant. She's pregnant right now, okay? Okay, that's all I ask for y'all. Leave her alone. There's no reason why I should be in bed 7 o'clock in the morning, scrolling through TikTok, after I read my Bible a little bit, scrolling through TikTok, and literally almost every video on my For You page is about Mama Beanie. Leave that woman alone. Thank you. And sorry, lovies, for this type of content. I just had to, obviously speak up for my girl.
Wow, her title, 23 and 6 kids, I get it, she's married. I took a look at her TikTok. Yeah, she's got a beautiful family, husband, did very churchgoers, so I know I have a friend that's like that. Once she got married, she was just having kids back to back, whatever. But her situation is different. I get it, she's gonna stick up for her, of course she is, because she's got a bunch of kids. But you've got yourself more together, you know what I mean, compared to her. If this baby dad leaves her, what's she gonna do? She's gonna have 7 kids, be alone, and it's another baby dad. You know what I mean? It's just that cycle just keeps on going. It just doesn't stop. But obviously everyone's gonna have their opinion. She don't see nothing wrong with it. She is kind of getting bullied, I'm not gonna lie. The comments are crazy and people are coming for her. But again, you put your kids out. It's like the Resilient Jenkins family. If you're gonna put your business out here, you're gonna get some backlash. It's life. Not everyone's gonna like you or like your content. It is what it is. But people just need to give constructive criticism, I guess. Again, when we're talking about all the white walls, you know what I mean? She got supplies and she cleaned the hell out of that kitchen.
Y'all can say what y'all want. That 26 with 6 kids bullshit I've been seeing on my timeline is ridiculous. House filthy. Can't even say dirty. House filthy. You mean to tell me you didn't care enough about the environment that you were raising your kids in to say, hey, I need to grab... Y'all can say what y'all want. That 26 with 6 kids bullshit I've been seeing on my timeline is ridiculous. House filthy. Can't even say dirty. House filthy. You mean to tell me you didn't care enough about the environment that you were raising your kids in to say, hey, I need to grab a broom, a mop, some hot water, some bleach, some comments, some Fabuloso, some spick and span, some something, until people in the comments started encouraging you and giving you likes and comments to do so? I want to say I'm surprised, but I can't even be, especially after that whole debacle with the Resilient Jenkins family. Yeah, you know, the one y'all did all that fundraising for, the one who had a grown-ass, able-bodied man who could go to work but did not. And what y'all get in the comments and say, oh my God, Mom, you got this. Dad, you got this. What's the Amazon wish list? What's the Cash App? Y'all did all this fundraising, and he didn't even want to put the bunk beds together when you purchased them. And when he did, he threw the shit together and put it in the kitchen beside the fruit bowl. Meanwhile, they laid up in the 1-bedroom in the apartment, making more kids they can't take care of. All that to get evicted. They took all y'all's money and still got evicted.
Oh, he was speaking too much truth, not dragging the resilient Jenkins into this as well. Because a lot of people are comparing them, but yeah. All those cleaning products he listed, again, this is what I mean. I don't get why she came on camera like that. Some people, when I do watch their TikTok, I do look at them like, who told you to come on camera like this? But yeah, like you said, with the resilient Jenkins, you know what I mean? They did their Amazon wish list. They got a couple of stuff or maybe everything. People were just donating, just casually donating, and they still lost the house. And even when they got gifted the bed, the dad wasn't really trying to put it up, and then he finally put it up, and it was just like, it still wasn't like, it was a bunk bed, but the bunk bed part was on the floor. So usually it comes with legs, so it's off the floor. So this is what I mean. It's like, we can help as a community of people, but you know, when the parents are just not ish, like the kids, they're just failing the kids. Either way, they're doomed basically. But yeah, again, he told no lies, and I agree with everything he said. He came in hot and ready about, I can't even say the house is dirty, it's filthy. That's what I mean, there's levels to this. And this is what I mean, like white counterparts, refrigerators, if you're gonna get that white stuff, please keep it clean. I have not even like, it's like an off-white walls. My kids eat is near their table, and the way I have to clean that like every day, because you know they'll be eating with their hands sometimes, and then they touch it, and then you got ketchup, you know what I mean, you just got all these different sauces on the door, and it's just like, even like door handles, like come on. So she had no reason to come on camera, I'm telling you, to come on camera like that. But then she's wondering why she's getting hate comments.
26, 7 kids, 4 active baby daddies, and you want a provider? I will provide you a job application. You obviously got too much free time on your hands if you popping out kids like that. And then I could understand after the first time, shoot, maybe even the second time. But you have 7 kids with, we don't know how many baby daddies, because you said 4 of them got active fathers, which means that would make me believe that your other kids, do you got a baby daddy per kid? That would be, you would need a mental evaluation done if that was the case. And you talk about, what do your kids got to do with anything? They come with you. Regardless of how you think, regardless, right? A provider man is going to take you and everything that comes with you. And that just so happens to be 7 mouths to feed, 7 little humans to protect, 7 humans to raise and teach. Nah, I don't know anybody in their right mind who's signing up for that, bro. You're cooked. I do got some advice for you, though. Look, check me out. These are your legs. Close them. Please, for the love of God.
Whew, now he was coming in hot and ready. Obviously, it's people like that have been coming for her, but at the same time, did he tell any lies? Like, what do you mean 4 of the kids have got 4 active baby dads? Like, that sounds crazy. And like he said, are you literally having a kid to every man you go out with? Now, if you know anything about this channel, I think this might have been like my 4th video on here. I did a video on this woman that had 7 kids, 7 baby daddies. I'll put the picture here, check it out. But there are women out here who are like that. And obviously, it's true what he said, that's 7 different personalities, mouths to feed, to protect, to educate, you know, show them the right and wrongs in the world. Like, it's too much. And you're just that one person. Obviously, she's got baby dads, but still, like, it's just you. You know, as a woman, doesn't matter if you're married, in a relationship, the kids are literally with you 90% of the time. If you're married, you're at home with the kids, the man's out there working, providing, you know what I mean? But yeah, he didn't tell no lies. Again, he makes me laugh about it. If you've got like 7 baby dads, you need evaluation. Yeah, there's women out there. So I know a woman that had 8 kids with her husband, then they divorced, and then she got another man and had more kids with him. So even though people will call that man like a simp or things like that, let's use Sierra and Russell Wilson. When he took on Sierra, he obviously took on Future's child. People were calling him a simp, he's square, da. And it's just like, doesn't matter how many kids you got, you will find someone that loves you because they love you, and then your kids are a part of you, so they come with the package, you know what I'm saying? Again, like Cardi B, she's trying to divorce Offset. She's got 3 kids? Yeah, she's got 3 kids with him. She's dating someone. Cash Doll, she's got 2 kids. She's dating someone else new. Summer Walker. Just trying to list all these celebrities. Obviously, people are just like, oh yeah, it's because they've got money, they can get a man. It's like, no. I know people in real life, even my mum didn't get with my dad. How many kids? She had 4 kids when she got with my dad, and then obviously had me, so that's why there's 5 of us. But you know what I mean? Trust me, doesn't matter. You'll always find someone that will go out with you because they're coming for you. Even though the kids are there, they're still coming for you, innit? But yeah, we need her to do a favour now. After she has this baby, please go into some contraception. Keep those legs closed, because one thing about people in the hood or poor people, they know how to breed, like they know how to have babies. If you know anything about the Handmaid's Tale, the series, this is why it's like rich people in that can't have kids or don't want to because they're so posh, they don't want to, you know, carry the child. So they kidnap a bunch of women who are poorer from low income like states, and it's like a breeding farm. They breed them up to have the baby, and then as soon as they push it out, give it to the rich people. So that's what I mean. One thing about poor folks, they're gonna have a bag of kids compared to like the rich folks.
Help it but to be mad at the next person and what they doing with their life. Baby, yes, I'm 26 with 6 kids and I'm doing the damn thing. I get up every day and make sure I do something productive around my house. I make sure that my kids see me cleaning up. I make sure that they do their part while they cleaning up. I used to think that everybody was right when they used to tell me, oh, why your kids so young? It's gonna mess up your life. But baby, look, this is my life and I...
Mind you, this is my first impression of her. Like, I was never mad. So who's mad? Are you trying to convince us or are you trying to convince yourself? Because what? It's always weird to me how y'all will come on here trying to go viral and put your whole business out there, like exploit your family and your conditions, your living conditions, your poor choices, and then sit here and be like, oh, you haters, all you haters, don't judge. I'm like sitting here like, sis, that's what happened when you put your business out on Front Street. People are going to judge. Mind you, she says 6.5 kids, 7. She's pregnant, so it's 7 kids. Like, like the half is going to make it any better, but ciao. I think the only thing that I could honestly be mad about is the fact that you have decided to continue to have children, and there's no way at your age and with your capability are you able to financially, mentally, and emotionally support the needs of all your children. So I think that's the part that like makes me side eye you, because I think it's extremely unfair. And I feel like a lot of y'all see children as just like accessories. You don't think that they like have feelings, and you feel like they need the bare minimum to be happy, which is completely untrue. Like, why don't you want to give your kids like better than the bare minimum? Like, why do you continue to have kids and then be like, well, I feed them and they got like a place to sleep. That's all that matters. Like, that's really all you want to give kids. Like, they deserve to have the same experiences as other children whose parents have made better decisions and financially planned for them. Like, that's the part I don't get. I don't get that. And then it's like, y'all don't want to have your kids have a savings account, a car, help them with tuition for college, help them with like, you know, being adults. That's why we have so many angry, poor adults in this world, because their parents just had as many kids as they wanted because they're selfish, or just had them when they weren't able to financially have them, and, you know, kept doing it, kept having children. And then this is what happens. It's called like a generational trauma. It's like basically creating the same cycles. And then like, you know, it's like her children are going to have to claw to get out of poverty. And that's the same with the Jenkins children. It's just really unfair. So that's my only thing that I get really annoyed with. And I think that people like don't take more seriously. And it's the same thing with people say, well, poor people deserve children. Okay, but do the children deserve to be poor? Okay, that's all I have to say. So, and the other thing that's really annoying is she's like, I get it, but I do the damn thing. It's like, okay, so does every other mom. Like, do you want a cookie? That's what we all have to do when we choose to be moms. Like, it's my birthday today, and I was up at 7 a.m. cooking my daughter a full breakfast. Do you think I want to do that? No, but I'm a mom. And the other thing, please wipe down those goddamn cabinets, the white cabinets. It's your kitchen would look so much better if you wipe those down. And you know what, sis, I get it, because I have white cabinets and a toddler, and I still look at myself in the face like, why the fuck did you do that? I mean, I got them before I had her, but I'm like, shit, I'll just paint these bitches black, because they get so dirty with a toddler. I can't imagine with like 6, 7 kids. Like, ugh, poor decisions.
Listen, I loved everything she said in this clip. Like, she said, like, sis, who's mad? Like, can you imagine seeing her for the first time? Like, who's mad? Now, she is getting a lot of hate comments, so you're just late to the party. But Yeah, it's just like, who you trying to convince? You know, people are hating. And again, if you put your business out there, even in real life, forget social media. If you go around telling people your business and people start talking, you can't be mad when people start giving you their opinions, good or bad. You put your business out there, so that's what you're gonna get. You know what I mean? But yeah, she told no lies. She made me laugh when she was like, today's my birthday and I had to get up at 7 a.m. and cook for my daughter. Exactly, like, doesn't matter if your birthday, it's the time of the month, or you're ill, or your deathbed. Listen, once you become a mother, you're a mother for life. So, like she said, what do you want? Like a cookie? Do you want a pat on the back? You know what I mean? Just that, how dirty that kitchen was. Where is his baby father? Unless he's looking after the kids, but... You know what I mean? That's what I wanted. I want to know more about the baby daddy. She keeps talking about her life, her trauma. We hear that, but how active is this baby dad that's in your life right now? It would have been nice if they were both cleaning, you know what I mean? Maybe you don't want to be on camera, like, I get that, but yeah. But yeah, again, once again, I agree with what she said. And I loved when she touched on about a lot of angry adults around here. My sister, the eldest sister, she's one of them. Because she had to look after me sometimes while my mum had to go to work. So, and then she's the same sister that had a child, because I mentioned in the 21 with no kids, my sister had her first child at 17. So obviously she had to drop a lot of stuff, you know, education, chilling with friends. Like, once you have a kid, you just have to grow up, you know what I mean? So my sister, she kind of has this chip on her shoulder. And then sometimes my mum would leave me with her. So that's what I mean, that there's that resentment as well with the older siblings, with the younger ones, because the parents have got to clean, work, so they ask the eldest child to look after. So with me and this sister, there's 12 years, we're 12 years apart, so you know what I mean? I would have been 5, she would have been, you know what I mean, in a teenage stage looking after me. So yeah, there's a lot of angry adults, not just, even if you didn't have to look after your other younger siblings, just the fact that you grew up with poor, or you, like me, I hate the fact that my mum didn't have savings for me, but then my friends would have savings from their parents, or, you know, family holidays. It's all those little things kids should have, but they didn't get to have. I'm not angry, but it's just like, if I can do it for my kids, why can't you do it for me? Like, that's how I see it. But yeah, guys, let me know your thoughts in the comments below. I hope you enjoyed this video. Please like, comment, subscribe, and share. Stay safe, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye.